Hello friends, today we're going to create this spiral art or spiral shape. So stay with me to see what tools and options do I use inside Adobe Illustrator to create this beautiful spiral shape or spiral art. Let's get started. I will use the ellipse tool to create a beautiful circle in here. I'm going to change the color of the fill color and the stroke color to default colors by pressing D on your keyboard. When you press D on your keyboard, it will automatically convert the colors to by default color, which is black for a stroke and white for fill color. How do we swap between these two? By clicking X. If we need to bring the fill color to front, then we press X. It will bring it automatically. Or we can use this this shift button to shift between these two, or to swap between these two colors, the stroke and fill color. For the fill color, we don't need it, so I'm going to say none, or I can say I remove the fill color for this one. But for stroke, it's black. It's black, but we're going to change it anyway, so it doesn't matter, it's black or any other color. I'm going to apply a gradient on this one, but I need to remove some of the colors from this gradient, because for this one we only need 2 colors, and the minimum colors for a gradient is 2. Less than 2 colors cannot be a gradient, it's a solid color. So we can, of course, we can have more than 2 or as much as we want to, but we cannot have less than 2. So keep in mind that the minimum amount of color we will have in a gradient is 2 colors. I will choose black for the right side of the ingredient, and for the left side I'm gonna say make it white for us. For the black side, I'm going to change the opacity percentage to 0, and for the white I'm going to leave it as it is, as 100%, as it says 100%. Okay, so now we see the shape looks like this. On the right side, we see the shape is faded and it's almost not visible, but on the left side we have a white stroke. Okay, make sure you select your shape, then go to the stroke. Increase the stroke weight to 14 points. Round cap, round join. Then we need to activate the dash line as well. Activate dash line. For dash, 0 point is okay. For gap, I'm going to put here 30 points. Okay, now we have this shape. We're going to apply some effects and options. I can say we're going to apply transform on this one to transform it to a completely new shape. How do we do that? We're going to effect menu, distort and transform, then click on transform. Once the transform option is open, then we're going to play with the values a little bit in here. For horizontal scale, I'm gonna put here 88. For vertical scale, I'm going to decrease it to 90%. Yeah. Reflect, I would say reflect it randomly. And for copies, I would like to have 40 copies for this one. And for rotation, or how to rotate it, we're going to play with this number in here a little bit. We play with it until we find our desired shape. Okay, so I think I like 53 a lot in here, so I'm going to keep that and click OK. Once we have this, we're going to bring it right here in the center of the page. How do we make sure which this shape is aligned in the center of the page? We use alignment option or align tools. How do we activate that, or how do we find that? We're going to window menu and then click on align. Once we have this, make sure align to is activated to align to our artboard. Then whenever we click the shape again and make an alignment, it will align it for us into the center of the page. If I say align it to the center of the page vertically, it will align it vertically, and when I say align it horizontally, it will align it horizontally for us. Or if I want to keep it on the left or right side of the page, I can do that, of course. Play with it so you can find out how the align tools work. Okay, once we have it here, now I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to bring a copy in here. How do we make a copy? Just press Alt key on your keyboard if you're using a Windows, or if you're working on a Mac, press Option key and drag the shape to whichever side you would like to, and it will make you a copy. Now we're gonna make sure it's also aligned in the center of the page. Okay, yeah, correct. And we are going to play with the color a little bit. The contrast is very well maintained, white on a black background. It's a well maintained contrast, but we're going to change the color a little bit to see how it looks in different color shades. Select the object, go to the gradient, and make sure you are on a stroke. If it's switched between the stroke and fill color, then it will give it a fill. For example, like this, you see there's a big chaos. Okay, so make sure it's not fill, it's stroke only, because we're working on a stroke. Now going back to the gradient option, and we're not gonna change the black color, which is set to 0% in opacity. We just need to play with the white color to change it to a new color. Okay, if you have a specific color code and you would like to apply or insert here, of course you can do that. But we have a lot of colors available in here if you would like to use one of them. For example, let's say I choose this blue color. It will change it for us to blue. But if you have a specific color code, as I said, you click on color, then you have a code in here. Make sure you copy and paste your code color in here, and it will apply the color on the shape. Okay, so let's say I have a specific color code that I would like to apply on this one, but it's not only one color. I'm going to apply more than 2 colors on this one. So I'm going to add 2 more points in here for this one. I have a list of colors in here that I want to use. Make sure you select the object again, and whatever point you would like to change the color, you just double click on it and this option will appear. Then click on color picker and choose the color that you would like to pick for that point. For the next one, the same. Choose color picker and make sure you select this one. And for the last one, make sure you choose the brightest color, for example, this one. I think the first 2 are very close to each other, so I'm going to change this to this, yeah, like this one. So this is the last version of the spiral art that we were working on, and I hope you like it. Just to make sure you apply different color shades, make a copy from this one, and here let's go and change the color to blue, for example. And this time I'm going to use the pre-made colors from this swatch, and yeah, let's choose this one. And for the last one, we're going to choose the brightest color, like this. We have a blue and a green color shade. You see, as much as you play with the colors, your design will be much better and better and better. Of course, you don't need to throw a lot of colors on your design just to make it colorful. But be sure to keep a well-maintained contrast in your design, and also overload your design with too many colors, because the more color you have in a design, the more your viewer, your audience is distracted. So make sure to keep your clients, your viewers, your audience concentrated on whatever you would like them to see in a design. For example, if I want them to see this shape in my design, so what do you think the first object a viewer will notice in this design is? Of course, you would say the spiral object. Of course it is, because it's more obvious, it's very visible, it's visually tangible to the client, because we only have black and white in here, but in here we have a different color, and we also have the shape is a little bit bigger than the other objects in this design. So for that reason, this will attract your clients to look to the same object the first thing. It happens the same in all aspects of design, whether it's typography, whether it is design hierarchy. You just need to consider this, because your viewer's attention is the most important thing that you are aiming for, right? So for that reason, make sure you choose a well-balanced color for your design. Thank you very much for watching, and please make sure to subscribe to the channel and press that bell button to receive notification for the future videos. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.